Peter Shahid has been a Charleston City Council member for 2 years, representing West Ashley. In this edition of Quintin's Close-Ups, I speak exclusively with him one-on-one. And be sure to download the free Quintin's Close-Ups app in your Apple or Google Play stores. And listen to this interview later on iHeartRadio. Peter Shahid, it is so good to see you again.
Happy New Year.
Likewise. You talk about a new year. Obviously, Charleston City Council just met recently. What did I miss in my mind?
Well, I got elected to be Mayor Pro Tem.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Glad to have that done. Appreciate the honor of my City Council members electing me to serve for 1 year. That's good.
And describe Mayor Pro Tem Peter.
Well, the Mayor Pro Tem sits in when the mayor is unavailable, and a lot of that has to do with events that he's called on to attend, giving speeches or ribbon cuttings or new dedications, things of that nature. But also, if he's not available to preside over a city council meeting, I get to do that as well. So hopefully that won't happen, but I'm ready and willing and able to fill in if need be.
Need be. Let me take you across the bridge to West Ashley.
Absolutely.
You posted this on your Facebook page just on Saturday.
Yes.
You said this quote, "The developers of the site of the former Northbridge Exxon gas station plan to erect a Parker's gas station /market/cafe. They had a public forum this past Thursday.
Correct.
To display the plans for their building and gas pumps. Those plans required a variance from the city because of the applicable ordinance included a 100-foot buffer for vents, safety values, and storage tanks, that is, with an existing church, that is Northbridge Baptist Church." Talk to me more about these plans.
So this is the former Northbridge Exxon gas stations on the corner of Orange Grove Road and San Wittenberg. A long history. It's I think back in the 60s it was an Esso station. Esso became Exxon. It has been the friendly neighborhood gas station where you can get your oil changed, get a flat tire repaired, go in and get a Gatorade or a snack of some sort, and get gas at the same time. Wonderful people who own the place, who ran it for a number of years. But as we know, gas stations have evolved over time. And so the Exxon, the folks sold out. A fellow from Houston, Texas bought the property. Contracted, I understand, with Parker's, which is a company out of Savannah, Georgia. And they run, which appears to me, and hopefully is a first-class operation, which is selling gas, and they also provide food and also things you can pick up, like soft drinks and milk and things of that nature. The initial plan was to have the pumps closer to the back side of the Northbridge Baptist Church, with the storefront coming up to the intersection of San Wittenberg and Orange Grove. That required a variance, because the way that was set up, the pumps would be close to the back part of the church building, and by that ordinance that you just read, they had to have a variance of 100 feet from the back of that building. That may have posed a problem for them. So the city had encouraged them to sort of switch those plans around, in which the back of the building would be coming to the back of the church building, and the pumps would be closer to the intersection side. So that design is what they substituted, and which will go in front of the design review board on February the 4th.
How many gas pumps are we talking?
Well, that's going to be a little bit of debate. I think they have in mind 12. We want there to be a sufficient number, but we don't want to create congestion with too many pumps. So 12 may be the right number, 8 may be the right number. So that's going to be something I think we'll have to have some further discussion on. They also proposing it to be in the operation to open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. A lot of comments I've received from my constituents and from me personally. I don't like the idea of being open 24/7. So hopefully we can negotiate with them a little bit, discuss that a little bit, to shutting down the operation so it's not 24/7.
Let me stay right there on San Wittenberg, because obviously Charleston County has extended the deadline to January 31st to comment on 4 official proposed redesigns of Highway 171 and 7 intersection, better known as the Suicide Merge. Where do we go from here with that?
Well, so the county publicly produced those plans at a meeting back in early December. There was a forum, open forum. People came by to look at the plans. The city had also had 4 boards showing what type of buildings and how much space could be allotted to buildings with each one of the 4 plans. So if we wanted a civic center, a performing arts center, a restaurant, a boutique store, how those buildings would align with the available parking based upon which plan the county submitted to South Carolina Department of Transportation. One of the plans, Plan A, or Plan 1, included extending Sumar Street all the way to the back part of the Milo to Orange Grove Road, with a traffic circle there to help alleviate the traffic coming down Orange Grove Road to San Brittenburg. That would, by all counts, that is a very desirable plan. I know there's a lot of opposition to that, particularly from the folks from Sandhurst, because they think that's going to create more traffic coming into their neighborhood, which we don't want that to happen. We don't want to create a problem for our existing neighborhoods. We want to preserve the character, Ashley Hall Manor, Huntington Woods, and Sandhurst. We don't want to create any more problems with them. We want to help the problem. So the folks over in Sandhurst are voicing their opposition to that particular plan. We have to be careful with the other plans, because some of the other plans, the way that they're configured, cut off or limit the ingress and egress to Northbridge Shopping Center. Right. We don't want to do that. That will create a problem in harming the flow of traffic into those shopping center stores. We don't want to create that problem as well. So we've got to find this happy middle ground with maybe a hybrid of some of these plans. But the one good thing all 4 plans show is that Sumar Street becomes a major artery. And with stoplights at Sumar and San Brittenburg and Sumar and Old Town Road.
Why 4?
Why not 6? Why not 7? Quintin, I have to tell you that this is a project that Mayor Tecklenburg and I have been working on. Once we got elected, sworn in office, we met with the county back in March of 2016. We came up with some ideas of these plans. We showed them what we were looking for. The county has been wonderful working with us. It's been a long process. You've got to engage the public on this. And I've encouraged constituents, please respond by the January 31st deadline. What you post on social media is not something the county is going to consider.
Okay.
They need to have your official comment on the website that we have provided, which is SC171 intersection.com.
What has the public told you thus far about this project?
It's really interesting because the folks over on the Old Town Road side, which is the Northbridge, Park Shore areas in Charlestown Estates, more favorable to option A. The folks on Sandhurst are more favorable with anything but option A. So we'll see how this pans out. It's going to be interesting. It is. I love this process. I love how the community becomes engaged in this. This is democracy. We're giving the citizens their voice. We need to hear from them.
And what else do you want to hear from the constituents of West Ashley when you think of the city of Charleston and its future?
Well, for West Ashley, we've got these projects with the gas station redevelopment. Hopefully, they'll come out on February the 4th to talk about it at the Design Review Board, because that opportunity, you can tweak a little bit the material being used, the overall design, the landscaping, the ingress, egress of that. All those things are very important. So if the DRB approves the basic conceptual design of where the buildings are going to be located and where the pumps are going to be located, then we have to get into the weeds a little bit as to some of these other final points to make sure that this thing is appealing and it fits into the overall spirit and plan West Ashley. This is what we've been working with. How do we develop in a way that we are within the community? Going back to the intersection redesign, the central part of all that with West Ashley is connectivity. People have spoken very loudly and clearly. They want their neighborhoods to be connected to one another. So we've got to pick, with one of the major criteria of either one of those 4 plans, we need something that shows connectivity to the neighborhoods. How do we get to the former Piggly Wiggly site?
Right.
By pedestrian, by bicycles, other than by automobile. We want people to connect from Northbridge to Ashley Hall Manor. We want them to connect to Sandhurst. And this is one way that we need to be taking consideration of the options that those things provide.
Councilman Peter Shahid, thank you so much for your time. I really, really appreciate it.
Anytime. Thank you.
You're welcome.